Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a makeup tutorial on this look right here. I have no specific name for it, but I know I wanted to create a look using this eyeshadow palette from Beauty Creations. It's the Totally Nude eyeshadow palette. I'm obsessed with nude eye makeup looks, obsessed. And I'm loving this eyeshadow palette. I definitely think it's something you guys should look into because, girl, I love it. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I created this look, then just keep on watching. So because my eyebrows are already done, I'm moving right on into eyeshadow primer, and I'm using this makeup base, which I'm pretty sure is a concealer, but I used it as an eyeshadow primer and it seemed to work just fine. So I first blended it with a concealer brush, and then I blended it in with my finger just to make sure the makeup base becomes one with my eyelid and the skin, you know. And so I got this makeup base, concealer, eyeshadow primer, whatever, from my Soul Theory subscription box, and I will have an unboxing video uploaded very soon, and I will show you guys what else I got inside the box. For eyeshadow, I'm going to be using this Totally Nude eyeshadow palette from Beauty Creations, and this palette is also from Soul Theory, but I got it a couple boxes back, so it's not going to be in the unboxing video. But first off, I'm going to set the eyeshadow primer with the shade Quiet Rise, and then I'm going to move on to the crease shade, transition shade, and I'm going to use this shade called Pretty Flake for that, and blend that into my crease. And I love how all of the shades blended. They turned out so nice and seamless. They didn't really give me any trouble to blend out, which I absolutely love. So once I have that blended out, I go into the shade Trembling Dark, and this has a little bit of a gold shimmer in this shadow, so I love it. And I applied this on the outer half of my eyelid, and then of course I blended it out because I wanted this whole look to be seamless except for the kind of cut crease that I added in the inner corner. Anyway, moving on. Now I'm taking the shade Perfect Sense, which is a dark matte brown shadow, and I'm adding this to the outer corner and blending it outward to elongate my eye. I'm taking this bronzy shimmery shadow and I'm applying this to the center of my eyelid. So now I'm going into the shade Smooth Satin, and I'm using this on the inner third of my eyelid, and I'm also going to create a cut crease effect, like I said before, with this shadow, and it's just a super easy way to create like a faux cut crease, you know what I mean? So now I'm going into the shade Fuzzy Dance, and I'm using this to blend Smooth Satin and Sugar Suit together. Now I'm going into the shade Pretty Flake, and I'm cutting the crease even more, just like defining the crease. And I'm using that with an eyeliner brow brush that I got in my Soul Theory box, along with the other blending brush that I used. Those are going to be featured in the unboxing video that I will upload soon. And now I'm going back into the shade Perfect Sense, just touching up on that outer corner to darken it even more. And I'm also taking it along my lash line to kind of create an eyeliner effect, but it makes it very soft looking. And I'm also defining the cut crease even more. Now I'm moving back on into the Smooth Satin shimmer shade, and I'm applying this to my brow bone. Moving on to the face, this is the part where you use your favorite face primer. Today I'm using the Wet n Wild face primer. Actually, I always use this face primer, but now I'm taking the Knobby Strobing Cream for highlighting and bronzing, and I've never used this before because this was also in my Soul Theory box, and I'll talk about it more in the unboxing video. But yeah, I don't really know how to feel about it yet. I'll have to use it more. Same thing with this Maybelline Fit Me foundation stick. I will definitely have to use it again because I don't really know how to feel about it after only using it this one time. I think I might have to apply more foundation next time because the little bit that I applied was definitely not enough. And yeah, so the little bit that I applied definitely did not make it full coverage. I would say it is a light coverage foundation. I don't know, I'll just have to play with it some more. But after blending that out, now I'm going into the Makeup Base Concealer and applying this underneath my eyes and the center points of my face, like my chin, Cupid's bow, nose, forehead. And I'm going to blend all of that out with my Beauty Blender as well. To use this Milani face powder to set my foundation and concealer, and I'm using that with a big fluffy brush. Now going to bronze my face with this Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer, and I'm going to bronze my face wherever I want some extra shadowing. And I was a little shocked by how bronze it was. I don't know why, I forget how bronzy some of my bronzers are, if that makes any sense. Back into the eyeshadow palette, I really loved the Fuzzy Dance eyeshadow, so I'm using this to apply highlighter, and I'm just using my basic highlight brush. I'm obsessed with how it turned out. I also apply it on my Cupid's bow, my nose, like the bridge of my nose, tip of my nose, and then I go into the shade Smooth Satin, and I apply that in my inner corners and blend it up to my inner third, because I also used that shadow on my inner third. And now I'm going into the shade Pretty Flake, and I'm applying this on my lower lash line at first, and then I'm going to define the lower lash line a little bit more with the shade Perfect Sense, and I love how the lower lash line turned out. Now I'm going to line my tight line with this Revlon Color Stay eyeliner crayon in black, and I just line my tight line, not my waterline this time. Now moving on into mascara, and I'm using this brand new mascara from CoverGirl. I don't know if it's a new mascara, but it's new to me because it's the first time I'm using it. And the wand was a little funky. I was a little eager to try it because it's something so different. Most of the mascara wands that I work with are fat, and this one was very thin, but I love the results. So I'm definitely going to love using this mascara. Now moving on to lips, I wanted to use a red lip, so I'm using a red lip stick, and it was a little too red for me, so I will end up going back and adding a darker gloss on top, but for now I'm applying some makeup setting spray to set all my makeup. And here now is where I'm taking a darker burgundy, like dark red lip gloss and adding that right on top, and I love the darker look on the red lip that it gave. I don't know what I'm saying, but I just like how it turned out in the end. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet already, and don't forget to turn on post notifications. P.S. I'm doing Vlogmas. And make sure to leave a comment down below telling me what kind of video you'd like to see next, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!